At this time, please rise and face the visitor side of the ring. Today's national anthem.
Hello and welcome to the Spruce Arena for the home opener for Braintree as they get set to take on rival Needham. Mike Wassel bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we have the opening face-off. And Braintree controls the opening draw, taking it right towards the goal. On the backhand, it is Braintree sending it back towards the blue line where it's intercepted and cleared back out as far as center ice, where Birchill will get to it first, send it right back down the wall and into the Needham end. A little bit of trouble there as Braintree trying to poke it away. Back into the end of Braintree in the neutral zone, and it's skated right in. Here comes Birchill. Birchill still working with it. Continues to have the puck, looking for a pass, takes a shot, rebound, they save, the third chance, they score! Right on the doorstep. And Braintree gets the opening goal from Walsh on the rebound. A third chance, and Braintree sends it home. Just 35 seconds in here to the opening period. Didn't even have a chance to really talk too much about the starting lineup for either side. As Braintree gets a goal from their top unit, or at least their unit that started the game here. The line of Walsh, Freeman, and Holland contributing towards the goal, along with Witham and Birchill. With Surratt in goal for Braintree as this one is intercepted and 2-on-2 up the ice as Needham trying to answer back to an early Braintree goal. So Walsh with the goal from Birchill on the Braintree goal here to start the game. As it's dumped in and controlled by Ledbury back behind the net as it worked up the wall and into the neutral zone where the south pass going into the Braintree end. And this one will be stuck aside by the Braintree goalie Surratt. As now Braintree will work it out. And working it up the ice is Seriani, one of the Braintree captains. A little backhanded shot towards the goal. It just stuck aside by the goalie Curtis, who allowed a goal in the opening minute. Braintree with the 1-0 lead, 13.5 remaining here in the first period. 15-minute periods at the high school level and an icing, the first icing of the ball game. Crazy to think that this far into the season, both sides played 4 or 5 games, and Braintree has yet to find themselves here at home at the Zap. There was supposed to be a game against Boston Latin that got moved, and that was about a week and a half ago. So Braintree certainly hoping to make do here in their home rink at the Zap, and so far a good start here in the first period. As this one's cleared back out, and it'll go down for icing again, as Braintree will get another offensive zone face-off. 13:09 left here in the opening period. So Braintree's goal coming just 35 seconds in by Walsh from Birchill. Much different view this season than in years past. We're up above center ice, not in the stand, so getting used to it. First game here at home. As Braintree digging away at it in the corner with the Needham player down on the ice, trying to work it free. It's Freeman who will escape with the puck, and Braintree will break it out 3-on-2. Nice little backhanded feed as Braintree continues up the ice 3-on-2. Walsh, who scored earlier with the puck, as it's knocked away to the corner. Holland sent it towards the goal as it may have made contact with the pipe as well. As Braintree trying to dig it free, it's collected by Walsh as she swings it on, or just wide of the goal, collected by Ledbury, who tries to work it out, and now it is cleared out by one of their captains, Keenan, who sends it down, and it will not go for icing. Referee swallowing the whistle there, as Braintree will work it out to center, off the stick of Seriani. Back off the near wall, and it's picked up by Smalls, as Braintree will pad that one to the far corner, collected back behind the goal, as they work it down the wall, and now back out to center ice. And Braintree with a couple players in that same vicinity, as it's picked up by McLaughlin. McLaughlin working it around the wall, picked up by Joyce. Joyce digging away at it with a couple of Needham players trying to work it free. Braintree keeps it in at the point on the backhanded touch. Kate Lee on the back end for Braintree. Backhanded pass in front, save, rebound, and that one is kicked just far enough away where Seriani could not get a stick on it and send it up and into the goal. As this one ricochets up high off the glass, back behind the net. So Braintree with a really nice start here at home, and just getting a piece of that one is McGonigal to prevent the icing. Some good work in close, as this is Gibbons. Skated out by Needham. They haven't had a ton of time working it out of the Braintree end. It's been a possession dominant period so far here in the early going for Braintree. They've had the best chances. Could easily have a couple on the board right now. So Braintree's had a little bit of trouble scoring here this season, able to get one early, but Braintree, as usual, playing strong defense, getting great goaltending, and that has been the story all season long. So certainly a welcome sight to see a goal early, as this is now the speed of Smalls. Trying to work it in front of the Braintree goal. Picked up back behind the goal and worked up the wall by Burchill, as Braintree trying to clear it out of their own end, and they're able to do so successfully. Now it is Holland working 1-on-2. A second trailer coming in, it's Walsh, as the puck is knocked free behind the net. At the wall, Braintree gets it. Picked up again by Walsh, who's been everywhere here on the ice in this first period. Walsh back with it, trying to swing it back behind the goal, and the puck is intercepted as it's worked back out to center ice, and Braintree with the first touch. Puck free at the red line. Carried right in by Joyce. Nice pass for Seriani, who takes the shot, and a glove save made by Curtis. So Braintree looking to add on to a 1-0 lead here with 9:30 to go in the first period. Back behind the Needham net. As the puck back at center, dumped right back in by Lee as Needham was in the midst of a line change. Puck in the middle of the ice and cleared back into the Braintree end, where Lee will be the first skater to it. Lee goes across to the D partner, as Braintree now will work it out of their own end. Skated out neatly. Some speed now being used here by Kerry. Kerry takes a shot and a rebound that Braintree could not send home. Good opportunity there for McNamee. So everybody getting out on the ice for Braintree, rotating that bench around. As Braintree will work it back out. Carried out by McGonigal with some contact there, as it's sent right into the Braintree bench area, where the Braintree was in the middle of a change, and now they complete the change as this one squirts past the blue line and back out into the Needham end, where Braintree chasing after it, and Walsh back out there again. A lot of short shifts here early in this ball game for Braintree, as it's back at the blue line. Shot taken, redirection in front, Walsh getting a piece, and a save made by Curtis, who didn't like the extra stick work in front, but a save made, and Braintree continuing to add up the shots here in this first period. Probably something I'm going to look into keeping track of moving forward here this season, is trying to keep track of shot totals, because Braintree right now peppering the net. Never a bad time for a shot. Never know if you get a rebound or a bad bounce, and Braintree scored off of a rebound in their opening shift. As it's worked back out, and Needham now carrying it into the Braintree end, where it's poke checked away. Back around the goal, Braintree trying to work it here on the near side of the ice, as the pass is deflected away, trying to go across the rink with it and trying to connect with Freeman. As it's back in the Braintree defensive end. Now, there's some contact there as the Needham player gets hammered down. Smalls took the contact there, and Braintree showing a physical presence early in this game. As Needham able to steal the pass, and Braintree will work it back out. Back out into the Needham end, where it's going to be played by Lashinsky. Back behind their own goal. Dangerous pass picked up by Joyce. Braintree with the interception, but nobody there on the pass around the wall. Seriani digging away at it for Braintree, and cleared, but not past the blue line as Kerry walks down the slot. Low shot and a stick save. As Seriani gets some contact there, the referee's arms stay down. Both sides continuing to play here as players tumbling down on both sides of the ice. Braintree uses the middle of the ice now, as Braintree will dump it in, and they will continue with the same line out there as McGonigal goes after it in the far corner. Right loose in the top of the slot as it's knocked off the stick of any opportunity there for Gibbons. As Needham will carry it in, and Braintree with a huge hit along the wall, and that's going to result in a penalty for the body contact as the Needham player gets hammered down. McDonald really went down hard on that contact, and Braintree taking the penalty. That was Littlewood taking the penalty there. Braintree's really dominated this first period, didn't necessarily need that there. Certainly don't want to allow Needham back into the game, and that's allowing a team a special chance here on the power play. As Braintree, who's been good shorthanded in recent years, we'll see what they can do here on the penalty kill. A lot of work being done over there in the corner as Holland got to be careful with that stick. Back out high it comes as Needham looking for a shot, and the shot is well wide of the goal. Now in the far corner, as the shot in towards the goal, it's loose in the crease, and Braintree able to stop the puck there as Surrett falls on it. And with 1:29 left on the power play, it'll be a face-off to the right of Surrett. Off the face-off, it is Braintree back behind the goal, looking to work it around the rink, and they cannot clear. Across, and a pad save. As Surrett now this time has it tied up against the pad, and will this time tie it up, and Needham trying a little extra there, which generally they don't let go, so I'm surprised the refs not sending one of their players off. They don't generally allow anything after the whistle like that, so that's opening the threshold for some after shot contact, which is certainly going to fire up the goalies on either side, so we'll see how that plays into this game. Back at the blue line off another successful win on the face-off for Needham. Back at the blue line as they work it D to D, and this one is up and over the goal as Braintree deflects it high and up and over. Back towards the blue line, cannot clear. And a puck played with the high stick. Or a high sticking penalty. Tough to see in that corner, but Braintree will go now on 4-on-4 hockey here. So that was Birnbaum, guilty of the penalty for high sticking. Funny, in hockey, there could be two signals. One, the puck is played with the high stick, or a high stick and call is the same exact signal from the referee, but obviously in this case, it's a minor penalty. And with 4:59 left, the face-off will be at the other side of the rink. Braintree will have, again, the face-off in the offensive end on a 4-on-4. So we'll see if Braintree can control the draw and maybe get something from it. With Walsh taking the face-off, Braintree on a stalemate. It pops back to the blue line, trying to shoot it through the screen, as that one never finds its way to goal by Walsh. So both Bridget and Emma on the ice, both Walshes here. As this one's played dangerously, not a good pass. Seriani steals it as the second chance and a blocker save made by Curtis. A big stop there to keep it a 1-0 Braintree lead. Shot through a screen, and this one deflected wide by Walsh. As Braintree getting some contact on a redirection. Back out, and Braintree collects it. Braintree will have about a minute of power play time after the 4-on-4 expires in 10 seconds. Back out it goes with Braintree changing up, and this is going to be the unit they want on the ice when this power play begins. As the Braintree player out of the box, as that is Littlewood back out of the box, and Braintree now with a power play here for a minute. If they can set things up, find its way back at the point. Braintree works it D to D. Shot, redirected in front, save made as Braintree right back to the blue line. Here's Witham through a screen. A save made, is still loose as Braintree digging away at it, can't get to the loose puck yet. And now it's cleared out as Braintree with a quality look there on the point shot from Witham with a redirection in front. And Braintree keeps the pressure on here with just a half-minute left in the power play. Sent back down the ice in the direction of Surrett, wide of the goal. And Braintree up the wall. One last carry up the ice, one last opportunity here on the power play. All the way up the ice it goes for Burchill. Leaves it off for Joyce. Joyce down the wall. Braintree looking for a centering pass as Burchill now needs somebody to help on the point, which Braintree now has done successfully. Walsh looking for a shot. It finds its way to Burchill, looking to shoot it. Can't get much on it. And now Needham trying for a self pass as they clear it back out center ice, and Witham dumps it right back in. Braintree tags up. 2:45 left here in a very eventful first period. Braintree with the 1-0 lead. Walsh still battling for the puck. Joyce sends it in on goal. It's loose, and it's covered up by Curtis. Curtis in the sea of shots here in this first period. Braintree just bringing constant pressure here in this first period, and Needham very fortunate to only find themselves down 1-0. So Braintree very content right now to find themselves in the midst of a 1-0 lead with 2:34 to go here in the first period as this one escapes past the blue line. Kate Lee trying to slow it down, and now it's into the equipment of the Needham player. Loose in front of the goal as the shot is somehow steered out. I don't know how that one didn't find its way home. It was back behind Surrett, and a Braintree defender must have tipped that one wide on a very weird sequence there as this one stays in play along the wall. Braintree trying to clear it out. Dangerous in the high slot. Here's the shot, and Surrett standing makes the save. On a shot from McDonald, and Braintree with an important save to keep it 1-0 with 2:03 left here in the first period. So both sides now have had a power play, albeit it was short-lived on the Needham side. As Braintree back behind their own goal, looking to dig away at it. McDonald can't get it for the Rockets, and Braintree will send it back out. Here is Holland, could not get to it next. Otherwise, Braintree had a 2-on-1 developing up the ice. Instead, back the other way, a 2-on-1 developing for Needham. The shot and a save made on the shot from up top from Peabody. Braintree clearing it back out, no icing. Final 90 seconds here of the period, and Braintree with an offside, just barely. We have a very nice vantage point up top to see that call. And Joyce's shot, obviously, after the whistle. It was very close, but certainly the right call. So final 127 here of the opening period. Braintree with the only goal of this ball game. Collected by Seriani on the backhand. It's Braintree with a successful win on the face-off. Squirts back to the blue line. Braintree with a shot that never finds its way to goal. And now back defensively is Witham on the backhand to work it away. Walsh will play it back behind her own net. Off the wall. And it does not find its way out. Now the shot in on goal. Surrett will cover and take the face-off in her own end. Just under a minute left now here in the first period. Braintree with the goal from Walsh. The difference in the ball game came 35 seconds into the first period. As Braintree changing on the fly here. Off the face-off. Needham down the wall. Looking to get something here before the intermission. As Braintree digging away in the corner. Finds its way out in front where Braintree is first to it. And 2-on-3 Braintree comes. Now 3-on-2 developing with some good skating as Littlewood had it knocked away at the last moment. Otherwise, Braintree had a numbers advantage. And now a chance here at the other end to tie the score. As it's over-skated late in the period. I don't know how that was misplayed, as that was Berejek who had an awesome chance up the ice and somehow did not get a shot off. 20 seconds left as Braintree trying to get the next touch and work the clock dry. Picked up in their own end as Braintree's Gibbons fires it out to center ice. Final 10 seconds left as Needham fires it towards the Braintree end. One last clear needed by Braintree as they have it tied up inside the corner. And that will just about run the clock dry here in the first period, and it does as the first period comes to a close. A good start to this ball game for Braintree as they dominated this first period. Clearly the better team, and a 1-0 lead after 15 minutes of play here at the Zapustas Arena. The goal by Walsh, the difference in the ball game, and again, some quality play in goal yet again, as you would expect from Surrett, who was really strong when needed in the first period. So that'll conclude our coverage for the first period. We'll take a break and bring you back the start of the second period as we continue our live stream broadcast here on BCam TV. We'll be right back.
This is the city where danger lurks. Today, a new creature walks among us, terrorizing innocent citizens. They prowl the streets alone and in packs, causing mayhem, destruction, and carnage. Warning, until this threat can be contained, we must all be on the lookout for the dreaded digital Deadwalkers. They're not looking out for you.
Dude! Engage!
A public service safety message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, who want to keep everyone well connected.
Sorry.
With strong, healthy bones.
Hello and welcome back to Zapustas Arena, start of the second period. Mike Watson bringing the coverage here on BCam TV. A 1-0 lead for Braintree as we head into the second period. Again, the only goal scored by Walsh. As it's back and played in offside by Braintree, as Kerry trying to carry it right in. Off the face-off. It's back behind the net as Needham will send it back out to the point where it's kept in by Littlewood as Braintree sends it off the outside of the goal. Digging away at it in the corner. Half minute in as it squirts back out to center, and Braintree will carry it in. A little stick handling move by Walsh. Couldn't bring it to the forehand though. As Braintree with a quick line change here in the opening minute. As it squirts into the Braintree end. Some contact there. Is Kerry able to do enough to work the player off the puck? As the shot is blocked by Braintree. Clean sheet of ice here as we play in second period action. Bay State Conference matchup between Braintree and Needham. 1-0 lead for the home team, Braintree, here at the Spruce Arena. Battle behind the net as Smalls lose possession, and Braintree will skate it out, 2-on-2. Dumped in by Seriani, who will win the race to the loose puck, with Joyce in front looking to send it there, as the puck's still loose in front of the goal, as the goalie not able to tie it up. Back towards the blue line, and Braintree will send it back behind the cage. As it is worked out back on the other side and dumped right back in as Braintree dumps and goes right back in for it. Going after it now for Braintree will be McLaughlin. As it's back out again to center ice and picked up by Witham. Witham goes D to D, and the pass off the mark as Smalls tries to send it in, and they will change on the fly. As Needham changing, they have the period of the quick change this time as it hits the Braintree skate, and it does take a good bounce this time as Braintree with a nice little look there in front for McGonigal, just did not connect, as trying to continue it up the ice was McNamee. Back it goes towards the Braintree neutral zone. And the shot in front and on the backhanded feed, Surrett able to keep post to post, but no shot registered there on a nice feed across the ice, as Peabody couldn't get any wood on that one. Shot taken, and that one hit up high on McNamee, who skates towards it. Big shot block there for Braintree, and taking that one up high as Braintree changes. And that'll go down for icing. .12:06 to go here in the second period. Braintree again with the only goal. Off the face-off, controlled by Braintree as Kerry works it around the rink. And it squirts out, 2-on-1 developing. Here goes Freeman with Holland to her left, trying the backhanded pass, and a little bit behind the intended target. Back behind the net it goes for Freeman. Freeman working with a couple of Needham players, and Needham escapes with the puck. Trying to work it back behind the goal. Dangerous pass back behind the net as Ledbury now with it. Swinging it around the boards, and Braintree keeps the pressure on. The Rockets having some trouble clearing it as the puck falls free and Freeman can't collect it. Now it's poked free, and it is worked out as some contact there at center ice, as Braintree will not change, continuing to have the puck. Now they dump it in, and they will change. Top line goes off the ice for the Womps. Full line change. As Braintree able to poke it away, Seriani now over to McLaughlin with Joyce. McLaughlin with a nice little look. Seriani trying to shoot it on goal as it's picked up back behind the goal by McLaughlin off the skate of the goalie. As Curtis sends it to the other side now, and Braintree with it. Joyce down the wall, Seriani on the backhand, and it's picked up by Schmaltz. Back behind the Braintree goal, as Braintree now with some speed. Continuing it up the ice. As the puck is tied up in the corner. As Braintree trying to send it in on goal, and the puck is sent down for icing on the other end as Needham clears it. And Braintree will have an offensive face-off with 10:10 left here in the second period. So Braintree trying to add on to a 1-0 lead. We'll see what they can do here off the face-off. Off the draw, it escapes everybody there as it went through a couple of sticks, and now it is picked up by Needham. Trying to work it in. It looked like play may have been offside there, but Needham catching a break. Back behind the goal, it is Kerry. Stick down on the ice for Needham, trying to dig away at it. And Braintree comes away with the puck. Short little pass that hit a skate, and it will go down the ice. No icing. Picked up by Needham. right on goal, and almost an own goal there, as Needham dangerous in their own end for the second time here in the period, as they're trying to play it right behind their own cage and almost sent that one into their own goal. With 9:34 to go, Braintree with another offensive face-off, as Holland will take the draw out there with Walsh and Freeman. Forwards on the ice for Braintree. And off the draw, another save is made by Curtis, who has been the busier of the two goalies in this game. And the face-off, same two on the ice to take it. Berejek taking it for Needham against Holland, as the puck now along the wall, kept alive by Braintree, as it's dumped right back down the wall. A lot of offensive zone time here in this game for Braintree as they try and make something happen here. Shot is well wide on the shot from Witham. Missed that one by a good amount of distance there. As now skating it out, Needham, 1-on-3. As that one is deflected wide of the Braintree goal. Now trying to swing it on goal, and it's knocked away again. Flipped out, and a nice little idea here. Seriani skating after it very quickly. Seriani able to beat out the icing call. Now back behind the goal, looking for a pass to front. Joyce, score! As Joyce sends it home, and you can credit that one all to Seriani, who had the hustle play there to avoid the icing and send it into the goal on a beautiful feed. Tic-tac-toe from Seriani to Joyce, and Braintree has extended their lead to 2-0 here with 8:40 to go in the second period. So a 2-0 advantage now for Braintree, as Joyce gets the goal from Seriani, and Braintree with a nice advantage here as Needham trying to get back in the ball game, and again, strong defense being played by the Wonks. Needham has yet to be defeated here this season. In regulation, they're 2-0-2, so Braintree trying to hand them their first loss. Braintree with a loss to Duxbury, who's one of the better teams in the state. Braintree trying to work it out. As this is Holland. So Braintree, who has struggled at times here this season to score goals, has found 2 here in this game against a pretty good Needham team. So certainly a lot of improvement that Braintree has seen here in the early part of this season. As Braintree sends it out, and that pass just off the mark, but it still stays with Braintree. It's Holland carrying it in, looking for the shot. Up there with Walsh and Freeman. As the puck is free, along the wall. As the backhanded pass, just out of the reach of a shot attempt. As Braintree dumps it back in, changes on the fly, and the unit that just scored the goal for Braintree will jump back out there. Seriani out with Joyce. As the full line change is completed, as McLaughlin skates on. Out at center ice, it's Braintree. And McLaughlin right back down the wall. Nice pass as Joyce looking for the pass. It's carefully played by the stick now of Seriani, as did a nice job using her skate to control the puck. A second chance on the rebound, and they score! A backhanded feed by McLaughlin, and Braintree has opened it up. It's 3-0. Another really strong shift by this line, as Joyce and Seriani with some really nice plays on that really possession there for Braintree that opened the door for the goal. And then on the doorstep, the backhanded shot actually went right back towards the far post. Probably wasn't the positioning that McLaughlin wanted on the shot. Had a lot of net to shoot at, sent it back the other way, but got the goal through the goalie's legs. And Curtis now surrendering her 3rd of the game. And Braintree continuing to keep the pressure on as they've scored their 2nd here of the period. 6:25 left here in the 2nd period, as Braintree has dominated this game from the start to this point. Carried in by McNamee. At the blue line now, Witham's shot was blocked. The backhanded pass does not find its way in deep. And now worked back out as Needham finds himself down 3. And if you're Braintree, do not want to take any penalties here. Don't want to do anything that would allow Needham back in this game, as Braintree will send it back down. Both sides have had one power play. Neither side has scored on it. Braintree with the only goals of the game. It's 3-0. Overskated as Braintree will dump it back in, complete the line change with 5:40 left here in the second period. Well past the halfway point of this game now, as Braintree leads 3-0 here in a big Bay State tilt. This would be a huge 2 points for Braintree if they could secure the victory here today. As the centering pass is knocked away, it's the pass from Freeman that goes off the stick of Curtis, and back down the ice it goes. And the signal is for no icing, played by Surrett, as Needham in the midst of a line change. Braintree bringing it to the wrong side of the ice, and the puck almost goes in on Surrett. Everybody was changing for Needham on that side of the ice, and Braintree trying to play it through 5 different players who were changing on the ice, and it almost cost them. Back along the wall it goes as Lee backhands it up the wall, and Braintree will break it out of their own end. 1-on-3, as Braintree will smartly decide to dump it in as Holland jumps off the ice. So Braintree doing a lot of good things here in this game, including things like that. Instead of trying to do it all yourself, 1-on-3, just dump it in, make them play it in their own end, maybe make a mistake, which we've seen Needham do a couple times here in this game, as this one will go down for icing with 4:23 left in the second period. Braintree was ready to play here today, coming off of that last game against Duxbury, losing 1-0. But they have played well. They've played really well all season, but here in this game, they've found those bounces to go their way. They've had a very tough start to their season with their opponents. Braintree with a very difficult schedule. Hingham, Duxbury, Boston Latin, those are all really strong teams. As Braintree with a nice pass. Here's Joyce's shot, and it goes just wide. As Braintree looking for more here late in this second period, already leading by 3. Back at the blue line it goes, as the shot is blocked in front. And now it's picked up and skated forward by Peabody, 1-on-3. Peabody trying to look for some reinforcements, makes the pass. Now the backhanded pass is stolen, and Braintree will send it down, and they will take the icing. Not a bad idea here with 3:45 left in the period, and Braintree will make a line change with the lead. Off the face-off, shot goes up and over the goal. Braintree tries to clear it with the play of Hubbard. And back behind the goal it goes, as it's right back to the play of Hubbard, who clears it out past center, and it's all the way back into the Needham end, no icing. 3:20 left. As Braintree looking to take it away, as it's worked up the wall. And it's back out to center ice, and a nice stick check. Avoided what would have been a good rush for one of Needham's better players on offense, Smalls. As Braintree plays it right in front of their own bench again. Braintree picking it up and playing it down the wall. Looking to clear it out as McGonigal goes to the other side of the ice now. Battle along the boards as Burchill in there. Actually make that Walsh on that side of the ice. As both sides continuing to play the puck, it's still free. They will not blow the play dead, it's still moving. As Braintree comes away with the puck, and they will play it out. 2-on-2 they go, and Braintree dumps it in on goal, as it's stuck aside. That'll be a registered shot on goal for McNamee as she comes off the ice, and Braintree with the play of Littlewood going D to D. It's the top unit on the ice for Braintree. It's Holland skating it in. Holland working it around the goal, loose it in front. The backhanded shot by Freeman just wide of the net, as Braintree looking for a 4th goal and maybe a put-away strike here in this second period. 2 minutes left here in the second as Braintree will carry it in. Here is a little deke play by Freeman. It's knocked off of her stick, kept in neatly at the blue line by the play of Kerry. Braintree's defense has been exceptional here in this game. 1:45 left as the Rockets try to play it back behind their own goal. Down the wall it goes and out to center. Smalls is covered up there quickly. Braintree has done a good job covering up the top weapons for the Rockets, and they have not had much room to work with. Braintree skates it in. It's Walsh. Has some room for a shot. Low shot on the ice and an easy save made by Curtis. Shot obviously purposeful with a rebound is the purpose. As Braintree completes the change, final 1:15 here of the second period. Surrett with a shutout right now. Braintree will bring it up. Dumped right back in. Picked up by Lashinsky. As Braintree will have another opportunity here, a 2-on-1. Some stick work there as Seriani keeps play alive. Sends the shot towards the net, and it goes wide. Joyce picks it up. Final 50 seconds as Braintree with it back behind the goal. It's free now for McLaughlin, who scored the last goal for Braintree, and it's now back out. So Joyce and McLaughlin scoring the 2 goals here in this period for Braintree, with Walsh scoring the first. And icing on Needham with 37 seconds left in the period. So Braintree looking for another offensive zone face-off win. Maybe try and get something here in the final minute. Trying to extend their lead. Off the face-off, it is picked up by Needham. They move it up the ice 3-on-3. Looking for something here late, and Braintree was ready for it. Burchill steals it. And now it is knocked right off of the Braintree stick by McDonald. Final 25 seconds left as Braintree in there trying to force the turnover. Taken away by some smart play by Braintree's McGonigal. McGonigal working 1-on-2 as coming in to help out in that end of the ice is Gibbons. And a penalty coming up, and maybe something extra here. That should be a matching play, and if it's not, that is terrible. If that's not going to be a matching call, I don't know what we're playing here. Needham obviously very frustrated with their play here in this game, but that better be matching penalties. And both players going. That's really just a terrible decision by the Rockets there to negate what would have been a power play. Just unselfish there. Or selfish in this case, actually, to take the penalty there with your team potentially getting a power play. Both players going to the box with 9 seconds left. This game has been controlled by Braintree, but again, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to allow any sort of momentum on the Needham side. So try to stay out of the box if you can, keep you cool, but we'll see what Braintree can do. There's only a few seconds left here as they try and run the clock out and kill it. Here as we head to the third period, Braintree will enjoy a 3-0 lead after 30 minutes of action here at the Zap, as both sides will have a player in the box when we return here in the third period. But again, a 3-0 lead for Braintree on goals in the first from Walsh, goals in the second from Joyce, along with McLaughlin, and Braintree continuing to have a 3-0 lead after 2 periods of play. Referees having a word on the ice with the Braintree player McGonigal. I don't understand where or what happened there in that corner. Didn't really see much going on, and then all of a sudden the physical altercation took place, but Braintree obviously trying to explain their situation, and with the 3-0 lead, that's the last thing they obviously want to do. So probably exactly what McGonigal's trying to tell the ref. As the period comes to a close, 3-0 lead for Braintree. Our live stream will continue after a break here on BCam TV. and welcome back to the Boost Arena, getting ready for third period action. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCam TV as we are underway. And both sides with the player in the box here as we begin the third period. Matching penalties at the end of the second period, or just seconds right before the end of the period. As we play 5-on-5 hockey beginning here in the third. Braintree with all 3 of the goals in this game. We're having issues on our live stream. Trying to do it on YouTube, but it's been working fine on Vimeo. As this is back behind the goal. Braintree with the chance here on the doorstep. Shot from Holland and a save made by Curtis. As Braintree's digging away at it, looking for a 4th goal. Trying to put the stake in the heart here early. As it's picked up and played along the wall by the play of Braintree's Littlewood. Off the face-off, Suriani wins it back towards the blue line as the shot never found its way to goal. In the maze of players, it is Needham escaping with the puck and is carried out by McDonald. McDonald backhands the puck across the crease, looking to connect with Peabody, but the pass did not work. Minute and 10 in here to the third and final period of this ball game. Braintree with a commanding 3-0 advantage. Picked up back behind the Braintree goal by Burchill. Trying to work it past the defender, who is positioned right behind the goal. As Braintree trying to play it back behind their own net. And some space given now, and the shot is a good 1.5 feet wide as Braintree trying to clear it down the other side, and the open space is cleared out. Going after that one is Giancola, and that will not, oh, it will be icing. Late signal from the referee. Cleared back out to center ice. Braintree will dump it back in. Cleared out by Needham. And they need a huge third period here in this game to keep their streak alive here to begin the season 2-0-2. Whenever Braintree and Needham play each other, it's always a good game. But Needham obviously facing a very strong Braintree effort here tonight. Not that Braintree hasn't been good all season, but it's a very good Braintree team. Trying to find their legs early in the season. And again, this is just their first home game at this point here in the season, 4 or 5 games in. Braintree will have a lot of home games down the stretch, which will be very important. And obviously playing very good here at their own rink right now. And play is going to be offside. And now they're going to call an interference call after, or right before the interference. So it will be a Braintree power play here. I didn't see the interference. But it looked like the Rocket player was offside regardless. But nonetheless, this is a very difficult call to go against. The Rockets already down 3-0, and Braintree will have a power play here with 2 minutes left on the power play, 11:55 to go, and a chance here on a 2-on-1 shorthanded break. A chance here to get on the board. Oh, what a save by Tourette. Her most important save of the game, and that shuts the door on the shorthanded opportunity. Couldn't have asked for a better chance moving up the ice and Keenan, one of their captains, denied on the breakaway. Surratt with her best save of the game, maybe of the season, right there. Obviously, if you're Braintree, that's certainly not what you want to see right after the opening face-off off the power play, but Needham with a chance to really tilt this game, and Braintree keeps it in their favor with a big save made by their goalie, Surratt, who has been their backbone all season. Surratt overskating it, gets clipped up a little bit, as carrying it in dangerously with a lot of stick work. Braintree having some trouble with the entryway, and now they come in offside. So for whatever reason, Braintree having a little difficulty getting it into the offensive end here on the power play. They haven't struggled at all, really, here in this game doing that, and all of a sudden, kind of moving around a little bit gingerly here, and Braintree offside. Puck is in the skates of the official, picked up now by Braintree at center ice. They're going to skate this one in, as Braintree on the backhand finds it free on the carry in by Littlewood. Braintree looking to work it back to the blue line. Littlewood with some space. The defender not charging at her. Littlewood has the room, can take the shot, sends it off a skate in front. Braintree, nice pass to the back door. Seriati can't release it and gets hit on the play, which somehow negated any sort of penalty further. On the far side, it's Burchill. Burchill swings it across, and that one just goes wide. And Braintree back with it at the blue line. Littlewood again will switch places. Braintree working it pretty well here on the power play as that one hit a player. Rebound in front, and Holland's shot hit the goalie up in the mask, and Curtis able to stonewall there and make the save. Braintree some pretty good puck movement, but they're not getting a quick enough shot off. But you certainly got to like what you're seeing here after a terrible start to the power play for Braintree, and Needham nearly getting a gift-wrapped shorthanded goal, but Surratt again with that timely save to keep Braintree on top 3-0. Off the face-off, Braintree with some space. It is Burchill. Slides it down the wall. It's Joyce. Joyce's shot, and it's covered. The goalie kind of made an awkward save there, and it looked like that one was going to ramp up the stick and maybe go up over the pad, but it was covered. A couple of the Braintree players on the bench thought maybe that one went in, but again, our vantage point up above, pretty good for any sort of these goals now. As Braintree's shot hit a player, and Needham being fearless right now, blocking some shots. As Braintree continuing on the power play for another couple seconds. Here is Burchill in the waning seconds. It's cleared down, no icing. Braintree back down as they will complete their line change. And now it is Needham to pick up the loose puck. Both sides going to the ice as Braintree sent that one off their own skate, it looked like. 9.5 remaining in this game. Braintree with a 3-0 lead. Not able to score on a big power play there that would have put this one away, but the most important save came there shorthanded as Braintree cannot clear. Shot, rebound, and a third save made by Surratt. Surratt with at least 3 very good saves here in this third period alone to keep Braintree's shutout on the board. As Needham starting to pick up some pressure here, but it's maybe a little bit too late. 9 minutes left as it's dumped in back behind Surratt, picked up by Witham. Witham will just send it right back down as Braintree will ice it down. Didn't need to do that, but Braintree will get the line change. You wonder if there's some tired legs out there right now for Braintree. I know it's just about halfway or close to halfway point here in this third period, but Braintree has rotated their lines around, so certainly can't say they haven't been playing lots of players, but again, it's still early in the season. And there's a chance a handful of the players that were on the ice at the time could have been on the ice for the full 2 minutes of that power play. Braintree Seriani with the steal. Working it into the offensive end with Joyce on the doorstep. This line has contributed for 2 of the Braintree 3 goals. Both sides fall down on the play. Neither side getting a call in their favor. Just incidental contact back behind the play. That one into the equipment of the Rocket player who skates it up the ice now. It's McDonald. working in 2-on-2, and the shot is stopped again. And Surrett has been good when needed. Final 8:10 left as Braintree with the puck off the face-off. Holland looking for a self pass, getting to it first, working it down the wall and trying to center it, but it is worked to the near boards. Collected neatly and worked right back down the wall by Kerry. Braintree would do well here to keep the puck on this side of the ice and kill some clock in the process. Needham has had some good opportunities here in this third period, but still have not been able to find one past Surrett. As Braintree sends this one back behind the goal and is collected, and Kerry doing a nice job juggling that one as it was up in the air, able to play it as the Needham player runs right into the Braintree defender, Lee, as she plays it back out, and now it's played down, and that will go down for icing, as Braintree will have an attacking face-off on the other side. Got a lot of icings in this game. Off the face-off, Braintree with it. Shot, ricochets high. Good battle behind the net, McGonigal. Now at the wall, it's Gibbons. Gibbons battling for it, and it's sent back out by Needham, as Keenan sends it back out into the neutral zone where Braintree has it. Braintree will send it across the rink here on the near side boards, and a dangerous pass by McNamee that opens the door for a 2-on-1, but a nice stick check as Burchill saves the bacon there. Braintree changing. Long shift here for this unit. They get off the ice though. McGonigal last player off to complete the line change. Seriani out there now, along with McLaughlin and Joyce. Skated out by Braintree, the pass, trying to get up ahead, and it's taken away, and here comes Smalls again, who has had a lot of time on ice here in this third period. Braintree with a lot of room to work with now, 2-on-2, as Needham was in the midst of a line change. As it is deflected in towards the Braintree end, collected again, and it's Kerry. Kerry using some speed. All the way in comes Kerry. Leaves it for Seriani. The backhanded feed. The shot is blocked. Braintree sends it right on the goal again. A save is made. As Braintree looking for the third chance here on the possession. Nice stick play there from McLaughlin to keep it in. Shot from the point from Kerry is blocked aside by the goalie Curtis. Final 5.5 as Braintree spending a lot of time now on the Needham side of the ice, which is exactly where they want to be. Shot taken, and the shot was blocked. Braintree getting in a lot of the shooting lanes here in this game, as Surrett has gotten a lot of help in front of her, but she's been exceptional as well. Braintree works it up the ice, 2-on-2. Now it's a 1-on-2 developing for Walsh, who had the game's first goal and the difference in this game here in this one. A lot of action back behind the play as both sides going down. Back to the blue line it goes. Shot taken is blocked. Littlewood's shot was blocked, and here comes Kerry trying to get to it first as both sides go towards the puck. Sent across the crease, and Braintree is able to steal it away. Back up comes Braintree. Oh, nice move by Littlewood. Sends it in on goal, and a save made, and it's covered on a shot from well out. So we're going to see a slashing call here on Needham. Another penalty. They just haven't been able to stay out of the box in this game. That's been undisciplined play. With 4:40 left, down 3-0, the last thing you can afford is giving up another penalty. Braintree looking for the put-away strike here late in this third period on the shot from the point. Holland couldn't get a stick on it on a pretty redirectable shot there from Witham. Would have been a real nice finish on the power play if Braintree was able to convert that one. Would have been one of the better goals here of this game. On the pass back behind the goal, it's Joyce. As Joyce has the open point, it's Witham. Witham right back to Joyce, worked it down the slot, and to the far side it goes for Holland. Holland with the pass back to Burchill, who has some trouble with it, as it spins to the far corner for Seriani on the backhand. Picked up now by Needham, who can't clear it out. Having some trouble working it out of their own end, as Braintree will get a gift pass to the blue line. Shot from Burchill, spins wide of the goal off a couple sticks, and now back out it goes, and nicely kept in by the skate of Burchill. Down the wall it goes. Not much going on here on the power play for Braintree at this point, as the shot from Burchill is kicked out. 50 seconds left on the man advantage situation, as Needham tries to clear it out and send Smalls up the ice. Smalls going 1-on-2, shot is blocked. And Braintree just doing all the little things right here in this ball game, as the pass dangerously taken away, but Braintree dumps it right back in, and the top unit comes off. Second power play unit jumps on for the final half minute here of the power play. Back towards the blue line it goes, kept in by Walsh. Walsh has this one escape back out to center ice, where Littlewood will play it. Littlewood digging it right back in towards the blue line and into the attacking end. Ridden down the wall is Freeman, as Braintree escapes with the puck. McLaughlin back to Freeman, who sends it back to the blue line. Littlewood will fire. Through screen, score! And the power play goal will put the stake in the heart. Here Littlewood with 2:44 left, a power play goal from the blue line. And Braintree gets one through this time on a shot from the blue line. As Braintree dominating from start to finish, and they are going to get a big 2 points here today against the Needham Rockets, who have been their rival really the last handful of seasons now. These two teams have been the better two teams in the Bay State Conference for a while, and Braintree has gotten the better of Needham the last few years now. As this one going to go in Braintree's favor. Of course, these two sides could meet each other later in the season. You never know what you're going to see. This is just going to be the first regulation loss, though, for the Rockets, and Braintree's going to hand it to them. So got to give Braintree some credit here. With 2:20 left, trying to avoid a shutout now, as the shot is blocked again. And Braintree will send it back out towards the blue line. 2:10 left as Braintree sends it back, and it's played with a high stick. Braintree with it, with final 2 minutes left here in a 4-0 game. Down along the boards, Braintree will send it back out. Nice pass, just out of the reach though of Freeman, who got a touch on it to keep the play going and then takes a penalty, and the Needham player goes hard into the boards, as Braintree will be shorthanded here to end this game. Unless Needham scores here on this play up the ice, the extra skater comes on with the goalie coming off, and play was offside. Braintree will touch it, and that'll do it here as the play is whistled dead. 1:33 left, interference called on Freeman, and Needham with a power play here to end this game unless they score. Braintree with some contact there along the blue line, as it is skated out now by Seriani on a 1-on-3 up the ice, just trying to kill some clock. Seriani goes to the backhand, which is done quite often, nearly gets a gift wrap goal, and they say it's in! Wow! Referee saying it's in, goalie Curtis saying no, and Seriani From our vantage point, it looked like maybe the goalie had kept it out, but nonetheless, I don't think it's going to matter in this game, regardless of the situation. It's a 5th goal of the game, but why not for Seriani, who's had such a strong game, getting credited now with a goal, her 3rd point of the game, and Braintree with a brilliant performance from start to finish and add on a shorthanded goal here in the final minute and 10. Braintree will send it out as that hit the referee's skate, unfortunately. It would have been an easy clear for Braintree. Unfortunate bounce there. Final minute as Braintree scoring a shorthanded goal here in the final minute and 10 to add on to now a 5-0 lead. As Needham looking for one late here to break the shutout. Braintree with another save from Surrett. Half-minute remaining. As the puck squirts free and sent down by Braintree. One more clear needed, this game is over. And some more after the whistle here, and now this is not what you want to see, as Needham obviously very frustrated, and Braintree better get off the ice quickly. Certainly don't want to see any players get a suspension or something like that here on something late in the game that obviously means nothing now with a 5-0 lead. With 9.8 left, Needham boiling over, which you could see happening. And again, they go to the box. 2 different players going to the box, 2 different players going for Braintree. At this point, you might as well just end the game. I know they're probably going to play it out, but what's the point at this point with 9 seconds left? 5-0 lead. Both sides clearly can't keep their cool here. And the referee's having to do some extra booking here. Off the face-off, final seconds, and another save made by Surrett. And this time, the referee is quick to allow no further damage there in front of the goal. Off the face-off, one last chance, a save by Surrett, another finish, and again, Needham crashing after the goal. And for whatever reason, the player's doing some taunting there. I don't know why. You're down 5-0. That's just silly. So one last face-off and the game's over. 1.2 left, the face-off, and the shot is blocked, and that is the ball game as Braintree dominates Needham from the start. 5-0 the final score. Seriani a shorthanded goal here in the 3rd period, as well as a point shot from Littlewood gives Braintree a 5-0 finish in a game that Braintree really started off on the right foot in the opening shift. 35 seconds in, scoring the first goal, and they did not look back as Braintree will have another home game the next time we're around here as we continue trying to do some live stream broadcasts here of varsity hockey, and hopefully the next time around it'll go a little smoother as we will conclude our coverage. 5-0 the final score as Braintree hands Needham their first loss in regulation, and Braintree gets a very important 2 points here today, and they're very good 2 points to get here at home as Braintree with a well-rounded effort. 3 points from Seriani leading the show for Braintree. So that'll conclude our coverage. Thank you for watching here today on BCam TV. On behalf of Christine Patterson, our camera person, I'm Mike Wassel. See you next time.